Hello, everybody. There was a great question out on the YouTube on my latest video, and the lady she asked me explain just in a few words, and I think so. It's a time to understand all about this twin flame karmic stuff. Into she put a very good question, but she also had some signs from the universe. What and why she needs to look for it and why she has to dig into that information onto. It's very important right now. We are in a Mercury retrograde, and if you know in a Mercury retrograde, we have a lot of energies that comes in from the soul to speak into it, but it's a reflections on you and giving you a reminder for it because that's what the Mercury retrograde is. It is about communication that it's gonna be instead of outward, inward. So it's looking inside. And that was the question. Actually, I made it the post of screenshot of her message, and I said I'm gonna make a video. I couldn't make it yesterday, so I'm making it today. Try not to pile work that comes in and out because in the next days or two, I'm gonna be making some more videos. So stay tuned on the channel. I hope that we're gonna go through this Mercury retrograde a little bit better. But let me read you first of all what she wrote. Her name is Manasi Chavan or Chaven. I don't know how to really pronounce it properly. What she wrote is, "Hello, Leo. I'm having this synchronicities that I'm unable to understand. Earlier, I used to get my divine masculine names initials as sign of synchronicity. Then all of a sudden, my own name started to pop up everywhere as a sign in the sync. We all know how that goes, right? Unless your name is Dio and you see it in the license plate on a truck. Happened to me. But it got very weird when a divine masculine partner wise name started to pop up everywhere. This thing is driving me nuts. It will drive you nuts because you see it all the time and it's like you're trying to thinking about what it is, what's going on. Basically, the universe is guiding you, looking into it, to where you need to go, what you need to do onto it. I know that guidance because I look for a job everywhere. I had to end up in my previous job that I was before my job that I had in order to meet my twin. So I had to go back into it because there was no other choices, even the people I was working for into it. So the universe has got its own way. A lot of the people they have issue with surrendering to the universe. I'm trying my best to forgive and let go of both of them. This name's popping up feels like it tried to pull me back in that vicious circle. That's mean you trying to find an answer. Why it is coming up? What I need to look for it? What I need to understand? What I need to get into it? What does this mean in general terms? Can you please help me understand this Karmic partner's name phenomenon in just few words? It will help you. Thank you. Much love. Um, Dear Manasi, first of all, thank you for so much that you're reaching out into. I don't really have a lot of time to go on YouTube and look at all those messages through all those videos. Sometimes I have, sometimes I don't. Sometimes they pop up a lot. Depends of what the situation is. But this one, when it popped out, it paid an attention to me because it's something for actually the twin flame community have to understand what it is happening, why all those things coming up, why all this situation is. The most important understanding of the karmic, your twin flame and the karmic solutions and what they need to do. So, for instance, in this case of the Manasi, I'm going to actually drawing into you. You will begin to understand more about this part of karma and connections into because your karmic it has things to do with you in this lifetime, and when that it's dissolved, when this is over, it will be over. That's it. It's done. You promised something maybe in the past life that you're gonna be married to them. You never did. So you owe them a marriage. So that's why you have to solve karma with them. So when you meet them this lifetime, you fulfill it. You have to fulfill your karma with everybody before you end up in union with your twin flame. You can't just go out there and trying to be with your twin flame when they haven't solved karma. You have to go back and forth into it. In this lifetime, if you got a chance to solve it with the people that you have to solve it, that will be the greatest thing you will ever done into it. But I'm gonna be drawing you a little bit on the board so you can understand basically of what actually is going on between all that part and the marriages. You can understand the reason about why the one sees the name of the other. I'm talking about the one twin flame sees the other twin flames karmic names onto. So this is the universe. And this is you. This is your TF. And here is the karmic of yours and the karmic of the TF. So the universe is put your twin flame with the karmic because they have to solve the karma. Something that was promised up here. You have to solve some issue with your own karmic. Once this exists, you know all that about. But what happens is when the one solved the issue and it says, you know what, I'm done. This connection here is dissolved. This connection begins to dissolve. If it does, you begin to look to the universe of what else you have to do. And you begin to surrender to the universe. Once you surrender to the universe it says, okay, you did your job, your partner is your TF. So what happens is the universe creates the meeting. And when the universe creates the meeting, that is the also so as known as an ignition state. When everything is ignited, they both look into the universe and what is going on. What is this happening now? What's that situation is? You know your twin flame, it's your twin flame. You're trying to establish this connection here. That connection hasn't happened yet. And the reason why you're getting the name of the karmic on your twin flame is because of this connection. They have not done their part. They haven't not understand. They're really into the soul love. The love that they're looking for is not really right. Simply because they're missing the soul love. That soul love they're trying to establish doesn't work right. You're getting the name of your twin flame's spouse, so you can understand you have to give it a time and a space so they can solve what they need to solve. Most of the time what happens in these cases is you decide to leave your twin flame alone. You go ahead and find a different karmic person, and you're trying to establish another family. Sometimes it could be second marriage, but this it still exists into you. And sometimes you're trying to get into that part. Some of the people they try different karmic relations in order to solve this, because this it doesn't work. They have to do something. The best case that I've been seeing it's those are the two people who I know. It's been 20 years. Through all this, I'm just explaining to you right now. Is to go ahead and see Twinfinity. That is their channel on it, on a YouTube. It's an Engine Rob. I actually made an interview with them. If you have a chance to go ahead and look at it, the interview with it, they said the story there. You have to be the truth. What happening is about this truth, it's this truth right there, that your twin flame have to understand. That in a soul connection is you. And it may take them a long time. It may take them a second marriage, third marriage. It may take them a lifetime. You may see a lot of twin flames, they coming after their 80s, 90s, the love of their life. And that's what it is. Sooner or later, they have to tell their love story. And that's what about the twin flames is they teaching, their mission is to show out to the public their love story. Their love story could be drama, they could be a tragedy, there could be happy ever after. It all depends of how the relationship comes in of the truth and the soul. Because the truth and the soul is you to recognize as a twin flame. So if that is you, and that is your TF, and your TF has a karmic, is they to understand where they belong to. The hardest thing for the TF, which is I actually went into it when I was at this point here. I was at this point that I was in a marriage. I seen her. All that information about twin flames just came up like fully overload. And this is how I begin to be out and open about the twin flames. And I recognized I can't have the karmic anymore. I recognize that this connection is the one. That is the right one. Because you will understand this when the love for your twin flame, could be only God can love them more than you do. That love, it's drive you to do things that you never done before. That love is drives you to do things that normal or average people, they will never probably do, especially if they have to be vulnerable. And that is what the twin flame mission is, you to go out there and help people. Since my connection with my twin is not working, I working what I need to do about me. Focusing has to be all the time on you. And that's why the universe is kind of like a guiding you, is to focus on you. Don't focus on your twin flame. Leave him alone to do its karmic lesson. He's got a karmic lesson with his wife. And that's what the name of the wife pops up, because you have to understand this. You have to give them a time and space, especially your twin flame has to understand where he's standing at. He's standing out with one woman in the vet when everything inside of him is probably about you. I had that case. I sit down next to my wife in the vet, and it's like, it's not working. Everything in this body, heart, and soul is about this other woman. Doesn't matter what she did to me. Doesn't matter what happened to this. It is what it is. He has to realize that part and how honest he's gonna be, first of all, to himself, the second of all, to his wife, the third one to you. And because when he is gonna be honest to his soul, he's actually honest into the universe, to God. And that's why that doors is open. I'm so happy for you that you got these messages from the universe and you trying to receive them. Those are very, very helpful messages there to guide you, there to point you the way so you can understand and evolve. Understanding is the most important part of the twin flames. See, people think that knowledge, and when you know things, you can go ahead and create an actions and you get a result. Well, that is called programming. Action A plus action B will equal C. What is the understanding of all that? No understanding, it's only knowledge. Understanding is you to see from bigger picture, from bigger perspective. You to evolve from whatever they taught you, you to know about relationship, you to evolve and to learn to let it go. And that part of let it go, it's very hard when you lost someone in your soul and they leave with, they probably never come back, you to go ahead and stand on your own. And that is the big part of evolution of the twin flames who are not in union, is for them to stay alone, stay strong, and keep evolving on their own. Because those are the three choices of evolution that's going on. Biologically, that's the three stages of evolution. When two different individuals coming in together for evolutions, they have three choices. The one, it's gonna die and the other is gonna evolve. The one and the other, they're gonna work together. And the one's not gonna do anything, but only the one's gonna do the work, but they're gonna be together. And the third choice is when they're both working together towards a common goal, which is the ultimate love. It's this is the time when one asks, "Hey, I want to have this expensive car. Okay, let's go see how much that car costs. Let's work towards common goal. Let's save the money." They save the money. They go to the store. They buy it. Now he's like, "Okay, what is your dream car?" Well, that was my dream car. So now both they work for the other individual. Let's get the dream car. That it's when a partnership is supposed to have to work. Is that work in the real world? No. But when you get those messages from the universe and you're trying to figure out this part, you need to understand it's about the karmic lessons that needs to be done. Those lessons, they has to be done. Specifically when the twin flame of the male, specifically about the males, which is they're mostly common known as the runners. They have hard issue to admit to themselves that they love another woman. A lot of the males, they probably have money involved, kids. They have already someone, maybe there's someone in their job position. What else everybody's gonna thinking about me? What is going to do about me? And guess what? When you die, none of that crap will matter. None. Because when you die, all this is gonna come down to what it is. Only your soul is gonna be how honest you've been to your soul. And a lot of the males, they have issues to coming out of that shadow, to coming out and say, okay, you know what? I realize it. It's realization. There's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. I'm in love with that other woman. I don't know if something's going to happen with her or not, but this is the case. This is the situation. And in this case, um, just learn to let it go. Surrender it to the universe and say, okay, universe, I understand they have to do their work. I understand they have to stay in the family. Maybe something they still have to work it out. I will be patient here. I will look at what I need to evolve and also how you can be involved into the community. Maybe you can go ahead and help other twin flames for right now, the way it is, into it. So guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I appreciate it and be love.